This girl is a happy camper. Gosh, that doesn't rhyme. So it's a good morning to you, well, good afternoon to you. It's Monday, the 14th of July, and I'm back. I have AC. Thank you, my friend, my awesome friend, Kathy, for loaning me your AC. I don't care what you say about your friends, but my friends are the best. I'm sure your friends are great, but mine are the best, okay? So yes, I have AC, which means that I can sleep at night, which means that I am a happy camper during the day because I've had my sleep. I know that the last time I vlogged is at the end of June, but I warned you. I told you guys that it was gonna happen. Lots of things are happening. This week I'm doing my final inspection of the condo, which I've never been in, so I don't know why they call it final inspection, but that's how they call it. On the 23rd I get the keys. Then my priority is to install my new studio at the other place, which will be a challenge, I know, because it's much smaller. But last week was also very busy because we had the visit of Finnabair at the store, and I asked her how she pronounces her name, so here it is. Hopefully I won't mess it up. So Anna is not Anna, it's Anna because there's two N's, so they pronounce each N's. And Dabrowska, this is how it's written, but there's a little accent on the A, so it's Dabrowska. So Finnabair, for those of you who know her as Finnabair, she taught a series of classes and I had the pleasure of attending one. I treated myself and I did the emotional class, which is 2 canvases. This is my mama. My mom at 19. She's so pretty. And I will show you that because I've recorded when I actually split them off. Of course, I will not record, or I did not record the process, or I cannot even tell you exactly what the process is because this is a class that Anna teaches. She goes around the world to teach that, and that's how she makes her living. So we have to respect it. But I can show you what it looks like. Anyways, I'm really happy with the whole thing. The process was so enjoyable. She is awesome. She's a sweet lady. So I'm going to insert the clip where I've actually split those 2 babies up, and I will be back because I have received some more postcards. Alright, so here is the canvas, actually I should say 2 canvases, that I need to separate. And this is my mama, my beautiful mother. I do need to add some more accents, and then I have to separate it in the middle. This is what the back looks like. So it's 2 canvases, whoops, that are taped together. It's easier to do the whole thing when they're together, and then you just separate that with an X-Acto knife. Before I go ahead and do that, I do need to add some things. Okay, so I added more white over, Anna calls it icicles. So I added white paints, then I added gesso, but it's still grabbing the color that's behind. And the color that's behind essentially is silks and spray paint. I also added some gold accents. This is my special touch. I'm into gold these days. Don't know why. But there's a nice reflection here and there. And then I also added some white over the elements to make them pop even more. But now I have to detach these 2 things that are taped together by using an X-Acto knife. And I'm a little bit nervous, so, but you gotta do it, right? So I'm gonna go, where I'm nervous is where the icicles are. Alright. Oh, I should have put something over there, hold on. I don't want to damage my craft mat, but I think it's already too late. Anyways, so it looks like it cuts through. glue lines quite well, actually. I'm surprised. I'm using just an X-Acto knife. I think the fact that we've added gesso over that kind of makes the job a little bit easier. And at this point I'm not sure exactly if I'm cutting into the canvas or in the middle. There we go. Okay, well, let's see here. There we go, slowly. Ah, it's done. Oops. Yeah, I cut into the canvas a little bit here, but that's okay. I will add gesso around this part. And you won't even know. Of course, the back part is the easiest one. There we go. So this thing will sit on a wall with that break in the middle, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to add gesso here just so it's cleaner. I'll probably remove this part of the tape. Okay, here's what it looks like after I've gessoed the ends here. I don't know if you can see it well. The one thing that bothers me is that it cuts really abruptly, and the rest of the canvases is kind of like rounded on the edges. So I'm going to try, yes, I'm going to try to finesse this a little bit with my X-Acto knife so that it is not so square. I notice now that this part is not dry. I'm also wondering if I heat up, this is glue, these are glue lines done with a glue gun. Maybe if I heat it up, maybe it'll start dripping, but I don't want to take a chance. So here goes nothing. I'm kind of counting on the fact that my X-Acto knife's blade is quite sharp. This is a very, very delicate operation, which I will probably regret later. Okay, here we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to round out, this is masking tape, by the way, that I have at the edge. So with my finger I can actually smooth this out or down, and the only thing that I want to cut are these extra pieces of glue lines, because that doesn't fold well. Okay, let me continue gouging at this and then I'll show you if I'm successful or not. Alright, I think this looks much better. So what I did is with my finger I flattened out the masking tape because it was jutting out, and I also cut some extra, a bit of the glue lines. I was considering making them a little bit rounder at the end, but no, because it has to flow with the other piece. So now it looks much better. It's a much more organically looking edge that meets the rest of the other. So I'm going to add the final bit of gesso. Alright, so while my gesso is drying, I thought I would give you a closer look at each of those elements. It was such a labor of love and I enjoyed the process immensely. There's lots going on. You can see the reflection of the gold on there. There's also a shadow that's been created around this group of elements. My mama. She was so beautiful. She still is, even though she's in the last stages of Alzheimer's. She still is my gorgeous mama. Now the idea behind the lace here was to shape a dress She was wearing kind of like a burgundy-ish dress, and this is why I chose that color scheme. And so I used a lace flower here as an element. There's some more lace here on the right. And then the other piece is a continuation of her dress, which drapes at the bottom. That was the idea behind my canvas. So again, take a look at the elements. So in essence, there's all kinds of metal embellishments in there. The colors were not important because you get to cover all of that up with gesso anyways, and then you just add a whole bunch of stuff over. So they're just essentially clusters of metal pieces, ephemera, fabric, lace. I even added, we had some of these little flowers, and it comes obviously with the stems, so I added the stems. I curled them around my pencil, and then I put those in here. There's another one here. The sky's the limit with this kind of technique. I had used this technique before, not entirely the same way, but when I did Tim Holt's configuration box last year for Scrapbook Centrale, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Here, these little threads are from a piece of canvas that we tore, and it created those threads, and I thought, oh no, I'm not going to throw them away, I'm going to include them. And I love the fact that I just dropped them on there, and this is how it came about. And there's also some stamping. So that's it. Love my frames. I cannot wait to put this up on my walls in my new place. She'll have a place of honor. The two postcards that I have received, funny enough, they're both from England or the UK. Do you say England or United Kingdom or UK? I think you guys say UK most often. This one is from Tibby, who is Spellbound 987. This is from Clacton-on-Sea in the UK. How cool is that? Any city that's close to the water is a winner for me. I hope one day I do get to go to Europe. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Tibby. I have read it, and she says, I just love your videos so much and hope you never stop. If I stop, it's not because I want to, and like I said, I may be irregular these days, or I might do it in an irregular fashion. That sounded so strange. But I will be back in full force in September. Just be patient with me, please. And the other one is from my friend Lynn, who is Scrapbook, also from the UK. This is a London postcard. London. I want to go so bad. I really want to go so bad to Europe. I also want to go to Asia. I also want to go to Australia and anywhere. Thank you so much, guys, for the, or girls I should say, for the postcards. You probably won't receive anything from me until this fall, but you know that already, so I'm not going to keep on apologizing. It's hot. I need to open the window now because I needed to close it, otherwise you wouldn't hear me. I gotta go. I gotta have another video to record, but I will be back this week though with, I think it's going to be an art journal or a canvas. I'm not sure yet, but I have a few ideas in mind, and I have carved out a little space in my agenda for arting for myself this week. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye! Mwah.